Hi everyone, today we're talking about Facebook earnings. I'm just going to talk about Facebook earnings and what I think about Facebook going into the future. Like always, I'm going to try to do this in 5 minutes, guys, and try to get all the information into 5 minutes and make it nice, quick and watch with quite a bit of information. So we'll get stuck into it. So Facebook shares whipsaw after mixed earnings report. Facebook reported its third quarter earnings on Tuesday. While the company had a strong beat on earnings, it failed to reach analyst estimates on revenue, daily active users and monthly active users. About 2.6 billion people use Facebook's family of apps including Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp and Messenger per month. Around 2 billion people per day use one of those apps. So Facebook overall has obviously been sold off massively. Came from a really mixed year from Facebook. A big sell-off because of Cambridge Analytica early in the year, recovering a lot of that, and then the earnings report which brought it down quite a bit. So Facebook's is been at a lowest for quite a while. There's quite a time where if you invested in during that little bit of a peak and you bought and then it's gone down, a lot of people are down big on Facebook at the moment. So Facebook overall, the EPS was good, the revenue report and the monthly active users were a miss, but I just generally think this earnings report was like the most predictable earnings report that could have happened. We knew EPS would be strong. Revenue was a miss, but that's probably because of all the money they're putting in on their infrastructure now compared to what they had before. And daily active users and monthly active users always gets brought up with Facebook, and I think it's just going to miss most of its predictions for like a long time now, because I think Facebook on the active users has definitely peaked now, but they're always going to still be very strong. Like, it's not, I don't believe that when you've got sites like Facebook, Messenger, WhatsApp, Instagram, like all them companies aren't going to peak and then like totally go down in like the next year, 2 year. All them sort of apps, especially Instagram, are still going to stay very strong over the next few years. So I think that a lot of people need to stop focusing on the active user side of it. It's the revenue per adverts that I think where it's really going to benefit. And Facebook, in my opinion, is like just a split of what Google was a few years ago. Google did the same thing where they kind of like got to a point where they invested into a lot of the hiring rate, the recruitment rate of Google went up quite a bit, and people were like, can they still balance with the amount of recruitment they're doing and carry on growing? And Facebook has for quite a while, from the kind of like security side of it, hasn't had a good enough plan in place, and they're kind of addressing that. Even though they said it's going to take them a year to get it in place, they're addressing that, which is good. And like I say, I think that they always get focused on the daily active users, but people have got to now realise that it's the revenue side of it and the marketing side of it. I think that Facebook is the strongest advertising platform in the world. There's no other kind of platform where you can make an advert, you target a certain audience, a certain age. It is the best place, I personally believe, to advertise some sort of product. And I think when more and more companies come in, we are going to see the raise in like the advert prices, which will carry on Facebook's like revenue growth. So I think Facebook's in a strong position. The PE is very good. When you look at the PE of some other companies, and you've got Facebook at this price, I do think it's massively undervalued. I thought it was interesting that it was on about stories, and I've noticed this as well, is that stories are getting more and more use than actual feed. So at the moment, a lot of the stories are not monetized, and now instead of trying to get people from they're noticing that instead of scrolling down the feed, most people are spending the time clicking on the stories at the top. So they're trying to now get away to monetize like the actual story side of it as well. So that's a good move from them, as from Facebook in general. So yeah, I think Facebook earnings was pretty boring. I think if you were a Facebook shareholder, you were pretty glad there were no surprises in it. And yeah, I think Facebook can just build on from this. Once you look like say past the daily active user side of it, I think, you know, the revenue side of it will carry on going up. Strong company, strong brand. So yeah, I think it's a buy overall. I've said before, it's a buy. The only reason I sold out of it is because I like Adobe more, and I reckon Adobe will get back to its price where I would sell at before Facebook. I reckon that I'll probably be able to invest in Adobe, hold Adobe, then sell Adobe and still get at Facebook around that price at the moment. So yeah, definitely buying Facebook, still a strong buy. I'm still watching it closely to invest in. And that's my opinion on Facebook's earnings, guys. Give it a like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.